For example, application logs might be droppable, but billing events never are. You can implement adaptive batching. Under normal load, use standard parameters. But if your queue depth exceeds, say, 80%, start sampling or even dropping non-critical logs entirely. Crucially, always preserve error logs and transactions. Another major concern is at least once delivery semantics. Batched logs are temporarily held in memory. If your log shipper crashes before flushing, those logs are lost. To mitigate this, flush batches frequently, every 5 seconds maximum, even if partially full. On shutdown signals, flush immediately. For truly critical logs, consider a write-ahead log pattern. Persist to local disk before batching, then mark as committed after successful transmission. This balances the efficiency of batching with essential durability guarantees. Beyond just batching, we need to think about the payloads themselves for maximum network efficiency. Not all batches are created equal. A batch of 1,000 small logs behaves differently than 1,000 large logs. Network efficiency depends heavily on the payload size relative to the fixed overhead. Small payloads waste bandwidth on headers, while excessively large payloads risk timeouts. The sweet spot? Aim for 100 kilobytes to 1 megabyte batch payloads, regardless of the record count. This maximizes payload density and significantly reduces the overhead percentage. For example, a 100-byte log with 500 bytes of overhead is 83% waste. Batch 1,000 such logs, and you get a 100 kilobyte payload plus 500 bytes of overhead, hitting 99.5% efficiency. That's a 200x improvement in network utilization. This principle is why major tech companies aggressively batch. AWS Kinesis, for instance, automatically batches with 500 kilobytes or 1-second triggers in their SDK, transparently reducing their customers' infrastructure costs by a massive 90%. Uber batches trip events with 5-second windows before feeding their machine learning pipelines, reducing their Kafka cluster size dramatically while maintaining sub-10-second data freshness. These are not just theoretical gains, they are real-world, measurable improvements.